very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick Houston.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
That'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. The Vikings had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. They'll set up a throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
The Vikings send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he's got room. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. He'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are off. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Rams 14. Vikings nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Also, Diggy Zua with the effort there to earn the sack.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
second down. That'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
For offensive linemen, because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a give up the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try to make some plays in their backfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Cooks on the quick slant.
And they'll get this down to the 10. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Everything's going right here in this 1st half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Now Edwards-Helaire, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Caught by Montgomery. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll look to set up his blockers. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get this wild pass midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Back to throw now on first down. He completes it to Tate. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
2nd and 5. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Michael Pittman from 17 yards out. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try to run wide side with Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Down to about the 22 here. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. There again is Cooks, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So the ball down to the 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Four yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Now a handoff looking right. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight ahead pursuit and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams Rams on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 42. 23 yards the pickup there.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now they try the right side here. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 20. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On play action, they'll throw. Gets this to Fant, and they're going to get this up to midfield.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. This is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Back to throw again.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Now back to throw. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle. The onside kick and a a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Let's go.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. So the LA Rams with a victory here, and I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So for Los Angeles, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.